Good morning, it's Erin from Earth Healer Movement. I'm getting ready today wearing this tiger print yellow, zebra print yellow. I don't know if it's a tiger or a zebra. I think it's a zebra, but I said tiger. Probably tiger. Because zebra's probably like thicker stripes and stuff. I don't even know, but that like confused me because I always thought it was zebra. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Pantene leave-in conditioning spray. So I'm still waiting on my son to go to school. And I've been doing pretty good working. I'm good with stuff right now, but my twin flame and I are not, we have each other blocked. So, but I think my phone doesn't really work, so. It was so funny. When I went to block him, it was already blocked and the texting is not blocking. So I don't know what's going on. It's just too overwhelming to me. The whole situation between us is too overwhelming that I just need to just stay away from it. Okay, confirmation. Okay, I want to do the dark spot corrector because I have to protect myself. If nobody is going to show up for me and be there for me, then I need to be there for myself. And that's why I've been doing all this stuff, is to build myself up. I'm not here for another person. I'm here for myself. And everybody needs to be secure within themselves and show up for themselves and be the whole person for themselves so they can be there for others. Especially when you have kids and you're, you know, that's a responsible adult, is to have your boundaries and be secure within your, like, your belief system and all of that. And if you don't have that, those boundaries and those belief systems intact, I think I needed to clean under my eyes. But like with Neutrogena wipes, but I think it's okay. I don't know. I'll just get them. This is the Neutrogena wipes. So I've been secure and stable in my life. I've been here like 12 years in the same place. I haven't lived with anybody like a partner or had like a real strong, I haven't had a relationship, like a real relationship that I consider a real relationship since my divorce, and that was in 2009. So how many years ago was that? Almost 15 years. Or yeah, 15 years. And then I've raised my kids by myself because my ex-husband is like 300 miles away. and he wouldn't do much of anything. I'm not even kidding. But good thing for the government and getting going after him for some child support and spousal support, or we would have been most likely like homeless. And my mom for helping me a little bit, a lot of it, but not that much. I mean, it was extremely helpful what she did, but it wasn't like, you know, like a ton. It was more like, I don't know, I'm not gonna like, yeah, if it wasn't for my mom, we would have been homeless. So, and if it wasn't for the government, we would have been homeless. And the child support services and all that. And my ex-husband working. So I'm very grateful for all of that. And because of all of it, I know the system. I've learned the system, which is extremely important for my position to help people. So it's all worth it if I can be of service to others. That's what life is about. It's learning and going through lessons that God wants to teach you so you can be in service to others and have a humble heart. Okay. Serve with humility. Because it's like, been there, done that. No. I know what you're going through. I may not know everything you're going through, but I have an idea of it, that I care. I'm being called to put my foundation on first. And I don't know why, but let's do it. Oh, have you seen those trends about like putting, what do they put? Like bronzer under their eyes or contour under their eyes? I think it's bronzer. And then like tons of blush. I hate that look. I hate it. I'm not afraid to say it. Like all the girls' makeup when they do all these weird things, like the big thick eyebrows and stuff. And now this like tons of like blush on their cheeks. It's like they're just being sold something that like sold a trend when that's not even cute. It's like everybody's doing it, you need to do it too. No thanks. No thanks. Okay, I'm gonna do some concealer under my eyes. But literally, we're all just copying everybody in this life. So there's no complete originality. But like combining different things together, I guess. But okay, so like if you took Tony Robbins like course or whatever, like I did, they teach you about like the human need for like psychologically humans need like have like 5 essential needs is what I'm hearing. And so they need consistency, like stableness. And they also need like a variety. And they also need a sense of self where they feel like, what's the word? Significant. Like they feel like they're different than other people. And then they also need to feel like they're at one with everybody. So there's like these conflicting views that every human needs to have to feel like secure with themselves, I guess. I'm gonna go in with some of this setting spray primer. And so that's why people like to dress different. They'll do it in different ways. Like they'll dress different to like make them feel like they're not the same as everybody else. Where's my big fluffy brush? Oh, this is. So we don't want to feel like we're not unique, you know? We want to feel like we're a part of the pack, but we're special. Like we're not like everybody else. Like we have some special qualities about ourselves. And then also we like a variety in life. So we might like, you might act it out in different ways, like by doing different kinds of activities or eating different foods or having a variety of friends or like different ethnicities or something. Or there's different ways in which we can accomplish those like feelings. And so there's these human needs that's why people act the way that they do. Like some people, like they might accomplish it in the same way as well. Like for instance, because this is what I was just getting right now, is like, let's say there's a look from like the 80s or something and that one person like just loves that look, like motorcycle, like leather outfit or something with a Harley, and they're stuck in that era. So time goes by and they're still wearing the same exact thing that they wore in the 80s because it makes them feel good. And the reason why it makes them feel good it's the nostalgia of the period, the time period. And it's also makes them feel like strong because they feel tough or something, or they feel youthful. And then also it's a consistency, so they feel stable within themselves. And then they also feel like different because nobody else is wearing that anymore. So there's like a lot of different psychological things that people, so what you have to do is transfer that stability, or that some of that feeling that that person is getting from that to something else. So just like an addiction, like if you're addicted to overeating, then you can find a different thing like working out and that become your addiction. Or being overly, I'm hearing analytical about food and researching food and studying about health and nutrition, and then changing your diet and becoming health conscious eating. So you're still addicted to food, but it's in a different way. It's about a healthy eating habits. So you kind of got to figure out like what works for you, and to balance out that the human needs. And then also like that's when people become like addicted to other people because their needs aren't being met within themselves. So like, why are you clinging on to a bad relationship? What is it about that relationship that's making you not feel happy by yourself? Why, no matter what the relationship is, it's a consistency and it's a stability that you're craving. And so if you can have boundaries within yourself and know that is your stability, that you are your stability. And if you become stable in your emotions won't go all over the place because I did this. I learned how to do this, and I didn't even know that that was a problem that I had. But other people would throw off my emotional state and my stability because they weren't treating me the way that I wanted to be treated. They were treating me in a way that a projection of who I was, and that wasn't me. So when my foundation, that's what I felt like, is like these people are my foundation. They're my strength because I need them to look at me in a certain way about who I am because I'm part of the family. But I had to come whole within myself to show them who I was, instead of getting emotional when they were telling me who I was. Because of my emotions, they thought that I was a certain way when that's not who I was. They thought of me as like not strong and like other things, that's not who I was. And if I'm emotionally not secure within myself, then I do look like I'm not strong. Even if I'm strong to everybody else in the world and I never barely even see my family, their impression of me was creating a shift in my persona, in my I was like, I became irritated at them for not noticing who I am. when that doesn't matter. It's like, you have to be strong within yourself. Like, this is who I am. And if you're not going to treat me with respect, then I'm going to have to leave. And if you're not going to treat me with respect in front of my children, then I'm going to have to leave. And you're not going to be able to see us. And just don't be emotional about it. It's like it's their problem. It's not my problem, because I'm secure within myself. I know my boundaries. I know that I don't want to be around stuff that is hurtful to me, even if it's my family. And it's better for my kids and me to not be around it. And that's the sad thing, because like my mom did help us a lot, like financially, when I was like stranded at the beginning. And like they do certain things for us. That's the part that's like so difficult. It's like, you can be like a financial support, but not like an emotional support. They can actually be harmful to your emotional well-being. And so that's the thing, where the finances made me feel like, okay, I need to be nice. Like I need to like, and it's also a two-way street. It's like they felt like, oh, I should be nice and grateful, even if they're being rude and disrespectful and treating me a certain way. So it's like this conflicting and confusing and mentally exhausting situation when you're already going through like so much, and then having and then that causes even more problems, because then I was scammed and taken advantage of by like a con man, and then I was blamed for that as well. So it's like, and I was criticized and like yelled at and everything in front of my kids again. So it's like super overwhelming and exhausting to deal with that. And then for me to just go within after having all this childhood trauma and being treated like that my whole life, to be able to fix it all is literally like a miracle. And it's God's miracle that I even got out of that situation, and that I'm actually in a secure, stable relationship with myself. And it's because of the learning that I did, the education, and the dedication, and the really like, I'm not putting up with this. I have to get out of this situation for myself and my kids, and I have to be strong within myself. I'm gonna take this like really light highlight and put it on my lid. And no matter what happens, I didn't even have that game plan really. It was just kind of like I refuse to put up with this. Like, I know who I am inside. I know what I'm capable of. And I have to fix this, because I don't like it at all. I don't like any of it. And I don't know how I got here in this mess, but I'm not going to stay here. I have to like move forward. Okay, I'm gonna put some gold from this palette. Like, I have to figure out a way to be happy and stable on my own. Like, I can't rely on other people or trust other people. I have to do it for myself. So I have to learn, and I have to be strong, and I have to fight for myself and who I am. And there was a lot of fighting in the beginning, just like telling people, because you have to stick up for yourself. You have to say what you want and who you are. And even if people don't want to listen, you're saying it anyways. And then you're not fighting, you're just, and like at the beginning, like at first, you have to tell them how it is. But first you have to get on your feet. First you have to be able to be stable on your own. So you have to figure out a way of like creating stability for yourself. What my career, my job is extremely important to my stability. So you have to figure out, what are you going to do? I'm going to grab some more of this white. What are you going to do for a job to create stability in your life? Find that job that that you're going to feel okay with doing every single day or 5 days a week. Like, really think about it. What is going to make you feel stable, secure, happy, self-sufficient? And for me, that was owning my own business and doing my own stuff, so I don't have to rely on anybody else for my security. And I really had to think super hard about what was I going to do. And I had to literally think about that consistently. And really, really analyze, like, you know, I'm going to go in with this like brown color and try different things. That's what I was doing. I tried a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, no, this isn't working. And like, then you have to be strong enough to leave when it's not working. And you have to keep trying and keep educating yourself. And I did that all as a single parent with 3 kids. But I had to lean on the system because I couldn't do it on my own. And that's okay, but you have to keep trying. You can't just be comfortable. Because what a lot of people do is they just give up on themselves, and they don't fight for themselves, and they don't like try to educate themselves, and they don't try to lean on the system in order to get back up. They lean on it and get comfortable there. And I was really frustrated, and it was really hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It was extremely difficult, and it makes you like lose your mind. Like, so frustrating. It's like being stuck in a ditch and you can't get out. Even though I was like college educated and everything, I felt like I was stuck in a ditch. But I was extremely like, I knew who I was. Like, I knew what I was capable of doing. So I wasn't allowing myself to see, this is the hard part, is what people don't understand. I wasn't allowing myself to be treated less than, and I wasn't allowing myself to do something that lowered myself. And the thing is like, people could think, okay, well, you're a DoorDasher, so you're just like, who cares? But I'm also an Amazon seller, but I'm not really doing that much anymore. But it's the skills that I've learned and the fact that it's my own business. So I learned how to do my own taxes. I learned how to do everything on my own. And it's the way that I'm doing it is better, you know, like I've learned it all on my own. I'm doing it my own way. There's different ways of doing things, especially when you have your own business. It's you're the boss. You're the strategic. It's not just, okay, you can do DoorDash and do it like part-time, or do it like just not know what you're doing and be like floating around. But if you really have a strategy, and if you're truly an entrepreneur, you can make any kind of business like better. And I know what I'm doing. So it's God's training for me. And it's not like other people doing DoorDash. This is a completely different thing. Like, my DoorDash is not like anybody else's. I don't know if anybody else is doing what I'm doing. It's completely different. And so the way that I feel about it is different. The way that I'm passionate about it is different, because it's God steering me. And there is a lot of like Muslims doing it, I think. That's what I just heard. And they could be like, because I see them like get their like little rugs or carpets out and put it on the ground and like pray. I have to turn my fan on because it's so hot. So it's a remote control, so I have to like change the settings on it so I could feel it. I'm gonna go in with some under eye brightening powder, but driving is very intuitive, and it's helping me with my intuition, and it's helping me with my instincts, and it's helping me be in solitude and to learn. I'm able to listen to a lot of YouTube videos and get information and do a lot. I'm gonna use Harmony by MAC. Okay. And so I'm stable with that, and it can change. Like, I'm using my spiritual guidance to, you know, go along in this life. And it's all me. And I feel good about that. I feel good about being my own boss and taking care of my own stuff. And that makes me feel good. And it makes me feel secure. And it makes me feel stable. And it makes me feel like I'm a good mom and I'm doing good for my kids. I'm gonna put my lip on. And that alone is amazing. And just like, there's so many amazing things. Okay, should I wear pink? I want to do pink. You know why? Because I don't really wear pink lipstick. And it's going to be 89 degrees today. And the last couple of days, it was like cooler. It was like, I feel like this brightening up powder is like not that good. Because when I go in the car, there's another powder that I put on over the top because it's, it looks super like too shiny. This is the NYX banana powder. Mineral based finishing powder. No, it's not banana. Oh yeah, it is. It's banana. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Because I'm wearing yellow. That's so cute. Now I'm going to name the video that. I should have like baked the setting powder. It's called baking. Not like, oh my god, you guys. I don't even know if I want to say this, but I guess I will. Guess what I had to do yesterday for the first time? Deliver something I didn't even know that they sold at DoorDash. Nor did I know even what it was called when they called it hemp. I didn't even know what it was that I was picking up. And then I had to show my ID and then ID the customer. But I asked what it was before I delivered it. But so now I'm like, oh great, now I'm a drug dealer. This is exactly what I did not want to do. And I even put on there that I don't want to deliver alcohol because I don't want to ID people. So now I'm like, oh great. So I can't turn that off. There's no button or anything for me to turn that off. But I cannot accept the order. But that was crazy. So that looks better. Yeah, I didn't even know what it was. I just asked the guy, I'm like, what is that? And that's what I thought it was, but I didn't know that that's what it was called. I didn't know they called it hemp. See, the reason why I don't like it so much, like I'm so against marijuana, like even more than, like I'm getting more and more against it, because my dad chose that lifestyle over being a father to me and a parent and a dad, a husband to his wife. He chose that lifestyle and those drugs, and that was more important to him than us. And he messed up his life because of it. I mean, he might think he had a great life, but the average person, well, like me and my kids and stuff, we don't respect him or look up to him for his choices. And I'm sure that addiction had a lot to do with, and his traumas. It's all trauma stuff. It's like hiding away from society in the mountains and stuff, and being a deadbeat dad and not helping my mom, and not standing up for yourself, not being like a productive person in society. I want to do my eyebrows with this eyebrow. I like it way better. This is the, I don't know what that is. I think it's Maybelline. Brow Express Maybelline. Love this because it's super light. I could look to see if they have like a powder version of like this kind of like color, but I like that, and that's it. And then just go with the little, on the other end there's like a spoolie, and you can just like comb it through. And that's the eyebrow stuff that I would use. Not that other one, which is like a darker powder. Okay, I've been using this like for my roots because I need to dye my hair again. I have a video where I dyed my hair, and it's super funny. I haven't looked at it, but when I was filming it, it seemed funny. The way that I looked was funny. I can post that if you guys want. I have a ton of videos that I haven't yet posted. Okay. So I have to get my belt bag. So I'm gonna wear like white with this. So I use these little straps to keep them like together. Or I could just wear this one. I could just wear this one because it's already packed up. But it's like still light and bright outside. So I might just want to do white. And I'm really low on hand sanitizer. I loved this one. The Mimosa, Sunshine Mimosa by Bath and Body Works. I love that one. I gotta organize and put this back on the shelf, and so I just fold it like that. And then this little thing that it came with, I just put this back on the shelf. And I just grabbed a new hand sanitizer that is Vanilla Bean Noel. And I was being guided to get that the other day. Like, I have it already. I had it just in my bag over here from last year. So I was being guided to grab it, not to like buy it, because I already have it. But, okay, so that's what is cool, like being prepared for the next season already. Like, I already prepared for this season like a long time ago. So you can buy stuff like on clearance. So you're being proactive when you're doing that, and you're thinking about the future. So if you're always thinking about like where you want to be headed, and you can get it at the prices that are like lower because it was like on sale when you got it, you know? So you're preparing ahead, like buying at Costco, buying in bulk. You're not just, see, when I go shop for people a lot, they'll be buying like toilet paper and like paper towels and like detergent at like Safeway, like at a grocery store. And you're ending up like over time, you're buying the smallest one because it's cheaper. But in the long run, you're losing money, because if you just bought it in bulk, like you saved your money, and if you just start buying stuff that way, then you're, in the long term, you're saving more money. So you buy a bulk of toothpaste, you buy a bulk of detergent, you get a Costco membership. See, this is the thing that people aren't understanding, that they think these people are rich because of what they're doing, but it's a strategy that's creating wealth. That's what you have to understand. Is there's a whole like topic that I wanted to talk about that, so I'm gonna have to save that for another time. But it's almost like we want to, like the people that grew up poor, like want to stay suffering, like it's a community thing, like you feel closer to your community. That's the, okay, this is great, because just like I was talking about before, you want to feel like you're a part of the community, and that's a human need. So that's what people are doing. They want to, like, it's almost like they want to remain poor. Like, they think it's cool. They want to, like, swear and curse like, and they want to, like, say you're living in an impoverished community and those people swear like all the time, then you want to swear all the time because that's like your community. You feel a part of the community when you're talking like that, or the speech that they use or whatever. But if you're educated and you go to school and you know how to speak, you're choosing to speak in a way that's, well, there's differences, because you could just speak like that because you are a part of the community. But it's like there's choices. There's choices that you're making. You're choosing. But you could have chose that when you were younger, and then it's just a part of you. So it's not like cut and dry like that, but sometimes we like to share in our problems. Like people will be like, hey, can I borrow a cigarette? Or I need a drink. And so when you say these things to the community, they will like support you. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, I need a drink too. Or like when you're doing small talk, like let's say you go to get gas and you go into the convenience store area and you make small talk with people and you feel like a part of the community because you're in the same neighborhood, you're doing the same things, and you feel like, you know, getting a Slurpee or getting a fountain drink that's like 99 cents or something. It makes you feel like you're lower, like impoverished, like lower stature, but you feel good because there's other people in the same situation in your neighborhood. Like that kind of thing. Okay, I gotta go.